Hello friends, welcome to John's Food World. Today we are going to make one of the most famous dish in Korea. It's called Bulgogi. It's a Korean beef barbecue. There are two ways we can make this dish. Either we can use beef stew, like the tender part of beef meat, like a small dices of beef, or we can use a ground beef. In this video I am going to use ground beef. So no need to waste our time. Let's begin. All the ingredients are ready now. So I'm going to use the 1 pound of ground beef. This is for 3 to 4 people serving. If you're looking to bigger serving size, you can just adjust the measurements from this current list of what we have right now. Then next ingredient we need to add into the ground beef is 10 cloves of garlic. I chopped the garlic into small dice size. You can dice the garlic into small size like this. Next ingredient is 1 medium size of onion. So same thing, I chopped the onion into small dices. We don't want to cut the onion into big size because we don't want the onion to be dominant in the bulgogi. Make sure the onion has to be diced small. Let's add into this. The next ingredient is 4 tablespoons of soya sauce. And the next ingredient is 2 tablespoons of mirin. You can find this in any of the Asian or Japanese stores. If you could not find mirin, you can put white wine instead of mirin. It's a 2 tablespoons. And the next ingredient is 1 tablespoon of apricot jam. You can find these apricot jams or apricot extract from any of the grocery shops. This I bought from Walmart. Ingredient is half teaspoon of black pepper. And the next ingredient is 1 tablespoon of salt. And the last not least, 2 tablespoons of sugar. We need to mix all well together, and we will keep it for 30 minutes. After mixed together, we will keep it for marinated at least for 30 minutes. If we can make it for 1 hour, that's good. Since I'm going to marinate it for 1 hour, I'm putting it into fridge for 1 hour. If you are going to do for just 30 minutes, you can keep it outside in the room temperature. But if anything more than 30 minutes, better to keep in the fridge. 1 hour is past, so it looks like all the flavors are well marinated. So we can start preparing the bulgogi now. I'm starting this with a medium heat. Then after a few minutes we will put it into high heat. The bulgogi usually cook in the high heat. It's called fire beef. All the time it's cooked in the high heat. I'll be adding little oil. Going to increase the heat into high flame. So we need to cook about 10 to 15 minutes to get the bulgogi ready. Usually 12 to 15 minutes would be sufficient. Sometimes it depends what kind of ground beef we bought. Some ground beef like the one I bought is 70% lean and 20% fat. So it doesn't have much fat or oil has to be come out from the beef. But if it is 70 or 30 combination, then there will be more oil come out from the beef. We need to cook little extra minutes for that case. But usually the 12 to 15 minutes would be sufficient. And we need to cook until all the water or moist come out from the beef. Yeah, we passed about 5 minutes. So the water is coming out from beef now. And it's going to be dry in another 5 minutes, I believe. I'm using the cast iron skillet, so the heat will be equalized in all the pot. Don't have much issues, but if you are using a non-stick pan, make sure you have to stir throughout the process. Because we are cooking in a high heat, so we don't want to burn the bottom due to the high heat. 10 minutes is over. I see it's almost getting dry now. We'll cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah, in the meantime, let me get some 3 to 5 green onion chopped. We'll add the chopped green onion into the dish after it's completely cooked. 12 minutes, it's almost ready. I see it's completely dried out. I'm going to add the chopped green onion in another 1 minute. Let's add the chopped onion. I'm going to turn off. It's done. You don't want to stir much when you add after adding the chopped onion. Just a few stir is enough. Let me add the last few ingredients. The first ingredient is 1 teaspoon of sesame seed. And next one is 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Just mix it for 1 or 2 times and just stir it. Bulgogi is ready now. We can serve with warm rice. So that's the best combination used in Korea. It's ready to eat.